I wanted to add some further details about the case I mentioned in the mediation video about the terms of settlement and when they've been violated by a non-disclosure term. So what happened in this case is that the parties agreed to settle. It was a human rights complaint, not that that matters, it could be any kind of case. And in the terms of the minutes of settlement, the individual agreed that she wouldn't say anything to anyone apart from personal family and tax advisors, but she wouldn't say anything to anybody about the terms of settlement, the specifics of the settlement, unless she were asked. And if she was asked by anyone, she would say simply that the case was settled. So, contrary to what she agreed to in the minutes, she then did a post on social media in which she said the case had been settled to her satisfaction, or words to that effect. And the employer objected to that, wrote to her and said, hey, you got to take that down. It's in violation of the minutes. She kept it posted for about 6 weeks, and I don't think that's relevant as to how long it was posted, but she did, kept it alive for 6 weeks. And then the employer went to court and said, hey, this is not right. This person's violated the terms of the minutes of settlement. That was important to us. And they were successful. And the individual had to repay all the funds that she had achieved on settlement because of this violation of the confidentiality provisions. So it's a very, very important case. Now, mind you, the same thing might go against the employer if the employer agreed to provide some non-monetary settlement, like a similar statement about not saying anything negative about the individual, or providing a positive letter of reference to help him or her find new employment. In the case where the employer violates the minutes of settlement, the individual would have an option of either determining the settlement was fundamentally breached or sue for damages based upon the breach. If the person liked the settlement terms and still wanted to hang on to the money and not worry about having to return it and go back to court, he or she could enforce the minutes of settlement, retain the money, and sue for damages because of the breach of the terms of the settlement. So beware of these things, and when you do make a deal, be careful what you agree to, because it could come back to haunt you or bite you, and or bite the employer. So be careful.